Oh boy, time now for another exciting episode of Mr Nailsin Sunday Comic. Well, apologies for starting a little later than I don't know if I've ever got it started on 8 o'clock on the spot. Came in from work, I was getting things set up, had a little extra thing I wanted to do after I've read the comic, and ended up I was going to demonstrate some artwork, putting it together for a comic book I'm working on, and then ended up doing all the work. It's finalizing it, so there's nothing really to show. I'll show the final project, talk about it at the end, but that's, I guess, the lack of sleep, and that's becoming a bigger problem. I just can't get enough sleep and all that. So, apologies all around. Just end up being very goofy. So anyway, had it all ready to go. Still had time though, and then Rumble kicked me out. I don't know what that's about. I hope it doesn't happen again. But well, we'll see what happens. So anyway, let's get into it. This will be the final story from Strange Worlds. First one was this Flash Gordon science fiction like story. Second one was a horror story. And now, I guess, the realm of sword and sorcery fantasy, my guess. So here we have Crom in the Spider God of Akka. Okay. Oh, he's Crom the Barbarian. Yeah. Yeah, I imagine Robert E. Howard's novels were fully available, and they probably just stole his god Crom, because that's the Crom is the name of Conan's god, and they just took, hey, we'll just steal Crom and make up our own barbarian. So anyway, here he is. I guess, is that supposed to be the claw of a spider, giant spider? I don't know. Anyway, the spider god. That's a lot of claws. But anyway, hi ladies. So by J.G. More than likely not his real name. But anyway, this is a tale of the world's beginnings. This is totally a ripoff of Conan. That's what they're doing. Somebody read Robert E. Howard's books, or perhaps the chapters in a pulp magazine. I think he did that, how it originally happened. But anyway, and decided, hey, I know, I'll just rip that off. We got to do something. We need another story to fill out this anthology comic book, This is a tale of the world's beginnings, when the earth was young and strange. Beasts and powerful men moved across its face. Even then there were old cities and forgotten deserts. Oh, and jungles that no man had ever explored. And in such a lost jungle lies a crumbling city, ruled by a fierce beast king. Roo? Rao? I don't know, you tell me. And the monstrous and horrifying spider god of Akka. So I guess the Lost Jungle's name is Akka? Is that how that works? Anyway, and moving towards this jungle adventure along a wave-tossed ocean creeps a boat. The gods have cursed us ever since we left that wizard's isle. We have been tossed like a leaf in a storm. No food, not even water. Hey, there's water everywhere. Of course, it's salt water. Yeah. Uh-oh. Glittering eyes watch, it's coming. Things that look like apes and yet are men, cling to tree limbs, staring. Two she's and a he. Rule around our king will give us many things if we bring these three to him. We're lost. Ophir is somewhere east of here. Hey, it rhymes. Maybe we can walk. I've been gone many weeks now. They will have soldiers out hunting for me. We'll be all right. Deeper and deeper into the steaming morass of jungle go the travelers, and above them ape men gather for the fight. Be careful. Some of these branches have stingers. I spoke the truth. Living stingers! Hoo! Crom is borne backwards by living catapults. Steel-thewed arms cling like leeches. Unable to draw his sword, he reels, losing his footing. By the hooves of Nessus! Deep in the savage chest of Crom, a snarl of fighting anger rumbles. Like a waking bear, he shakes himself, flinging ape men from him. Dogs, be off! Give me room to swing my blade! Oh, look, they got tails and everything. And they're like, hell no! That's the last thing we want you to do. What is that? Is that an arrow pointing? Or is his sword already bloody? I don't know. Lips twisted in a hard grin, Crom hurtles forward. His blade gleams red. Oh, so I guess that's what it was. Yeah. Red in the jungle light. Men scream. In agony, they fall away. Animals, apes that look like men, by Dwelf's magic, you're foul things. For minute after? Oh, for minute after minute, only the singing of Crom's sword. Singing. And the screams and hot panting of fighting men is heard. Then a bowstring twangs, and then another. He is no man, he is a devil. Even our shafts do not stop him. Is that it? Okay. Arrow after arrow thuds into the fighting Crom, bleeding profusely. Even his titanic strength is sapped. He reels, shouting defiance. Come on! All of you! Fight you! Until I fall! Then, well, finally, Crom falls. Boy, that looks disturbing. He's getting on top of him, Oh, boy, we don't want to see that. Ha ha, pretty captives! Rue will be glad. Crom is dead! Dead! At a rapid trot, the ape men and the two girls move steadily south towards the ancient and brooding ruins of Akka. Move! Faster, frail ones! Yes, or you will become carrion for the car. Yeah. Looks like they bloodied up her eye there, For hours, Crom lies as one dead. His blood dries. The red sun sets, and twin pale moons rise. Rise above the jungle trees. Oh, wait, there's an asterisk. What does this mean? Editor's note. Ages ago, scientists tell us there were two moons circling the Earth. Well, yeah, but it probably wasn't perfectly shaped. It was all, and I don't think humanity existed back. But whatever. It was mostly like a couple of, like an asteroid belt, and then eventually merged into what? Yeah, that was long before even animal life. Anyway, toward dawn, Cromster slowly and painfully he crawls to a little stream. He plunges his head into the cold water. Now to find seaweeds and plaster them with wet mud on my wounds. And to wash my hair, of course. Editors note the first races of early man realized the medicinal properties of seaweed, for which we extract iodine today. Wow. Thanks, Crom. For 2 days, Crom lay in a swelter of mud and seaweed. He drank cool creek water and speared fish, for fun. Oh, wait, no, for food. On the morning of the 3rd day, he took up the trail. Yeah, gee, I hope the girls are fine. But, good Lord, I had to rest up and get something to eat, With Taint? Oh, with Tanit and Lala, those ape men can't get too far ahead. But first, my steam bath, After a week's trek, a week? Jeez. Crom comes in sight of the tall, ancient walls of Akka. The city of ape men. I mean, I guess. I don't know. No guards. Somewhere in this pile of stones, Tanit and Lala may be dead. Ho! This time you do not trick me, monkey men. My sword is ready and thirsty for your blood. Who? Well, all of you, of course. Die, you sons and fathers of pigs. No, they're sons of apes. I mean, hey, whatever. It was your kind that took Tanit from me. I mean, Lala, it's all right, but Tanit's the one I really am into, you also dragged Lala through the jungle trails. And then from the alleys and byways, and the streets of Akka come 1,000 roaring ape men. Kia! Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's strange to keep going back to that, because earlier their English was, not all that bad. But anyway. Of course, neither is his. I mean, how many millennia ago is this before English? But yeah. From all sides, war clubs and spear shafts thud down on Crom. By Nessus, I'm done. Can't fight them all. It looks like they're messing with his hair, that's disturbing. Anyway, we take him to Rao. Rao want him for sacrifice to Spra. On the golden throne of a long dead ruler, Harry Rao watches his captives. A greedy gleam in his pig-like eyes. Again, they're ape people, not pig people. Anyway. Har! Tanit is queen of Ophir. Good. Ophir pay much in good swords, shields, and spears. Yes. Or else Tanit will be food for Spra. So, this is the one who slew so many of Rule's warriors. Arr! He looks like a weakling. Spra will not make a good meal from him. Chain him in the pits. Rusted chains and manacles are used for the first time in ages as Crom is locked in the dark depths of rat-infested pits. Weak from that. I mean, his speech went on for hours. And then the beating. But I've got to find some way to help Tanit, Doe, and Lala. As the foul and fetid odors of the unhealthy sewage pit drain Crum's strength, a small detail of swift ape men race north towards distant Ophir. In Ophir, some days later, on the Emerald Throne, cunning Bakris, I guess, sits. A cruel smile twists his lips as he listens to Rue's ape men. So Tanit is a prisoner in the city of the spider god, is she? And you want me to ransom her? This is my answer. Death to one of you. One goes back to Akka alive. Tell Rue I spit on him. Tell him to do with Tanit as he wishes. Feed her to the spa. Once Tanit is dead, my role as king of Ophir is safe. The people love her and hate me. Once she is dead, she can never return to stir up revolt against me. When his lone messenger returns with a tale of cruel torture and insult, Rue goes berserk with mad rage. I'm mad with rage, so he will not pay for her. Then she dies. She dies. Some of the guards drag the prisoners to the cave of Spra. She doesn't seem all that upset about it, Of course, what else were they going to do with him, Grinning ape men drag the fear-ridden girls from their prison. Harsh laughter fills the air. Screaming with terror, Tanit and Lala are dragged to the stone balcony of a monstrous cave. In the cave are glimmering strands of silky webbing, brooding and sullen, the nightmare figure of a monster so vast, so incredulous that he seems like something from an alien planet. He's almost shaped like a rocket, but kind of really fat in the middle, But oh no, he's got a Punisher symbol. Well, he means business. She make good bite for a mighty Spra. Crom is hustled forward, handed his sword, then thrown. The hell, how'd he get there? Okay, he got out. I don't know. By the dream of Pan, that thing is a fiend out of wine-fostered sleep. More like acid, but anyway. You've never failed me yet, Skullcracker. Don't fail me now. So his sword's name is Skullcracker. How about that? I wonder how he got the... Oh, yeah. Slowly, Spra moves forward, his unblinking eyes stare hypnotically at the waiting Crom. The mandibles lift, revealing the poison glands at their tip. No chance against those legs or fangs. My only hope is to drive Skullbiter. I thought it was Skullcracker. Skullbiter. Deep into an eye. In agony, Spry lashes out with a giant mandible. It catches Crom from the chest, hurls him backward with stunning force. Well, I mean, look at the size of him. I mean, it shouldn't be all that stunning. Caught in the sticky webbing, helpless, Crom stares up at the spider god as he swoops down on him. Giant mandible raised to crush Crom. Death stares malevolently from Spra's one remaining eye. My Nessus! If I don't move soon, I'll never move again. And then, even as Spra drives his huge leg downward, Crom turns his sword sideways. Quickly, the keen edge slices through the sticky web strand, and the strand swings free, carrying Crom with it. Now to climb up and drop down on him. With both hands gripping the haft of his sword, Crom drives it deep again and again into the brain pan of the screaming spider god. Die, die, die! Swiftly, Crom frees Tanit and Lala, both of whom owe him a three-way and a lot of favors. Anyway, sliding downward, they drop toward the floor of the cave. Above them, row, I don't know. The king goes mad with fury. He can't hurt us now. They are too far away, and they do not dare venture out on these spiders' web strands. I mean, whatever, you get the idea. Across the cave floor that is littered with Spra's dead, Crom leads the way toward a flowing river. Move swiftly. Hyenas dwell here to eat Spra's leavings. Oh, what a horrible place! Leaving? Well, I mean the dead body, right? Not his. Yeah. On the banks of the river, Crom sets to work building a raft while the girls, powder their nose and do their hair. Hours later, he pushes out into the river. Bacchus refused. Oh, is that them? Oh, it's one of the girls. Okay. Bacchus refused my ransom. He is king of Ophir. He will have us beheaded. Pah! What is Bacchus besides Spra? By the beard of Zeus, he is nothing. Day after day, slowly borne northward by the river flowing toward the sea, Crom comes at last. Oh, within sight of the distant towers of Ophir. It is almost night. Good. We shall enter the city by moonlight. I guess. Maybe she said that. Whatever. A miracle, Tanit. The good has not died. She is alive. The word flows swiftly through the great city. Soon the streets and balconies are filled with happy, weeping people. Scarves wave. Hats in those days are flung high. Men bellow in joy, and women sob in happiness. Tanit the Good has returned. Who's saying what? I don't know. Maybe it is Bar. Tanit, blessings on you. Bacchus the tired is cruel. Slay him, Tanit, our queen. Word comes quickly to Bacchus, self-appointed king and tyrant. Tanit is alive. She comes now through the streets to her chambers. Oh, okay, that wasn't him. Okay, whatever. Tanit, that fool will let her go. I'll be revenged for this. Call the guard. 1,000 tolls to each and every one of you if you bring me back Tannet's head. Through the cheering throne, Tannet passes at length. Sorry about that. Into her private chamber. Scarcely has she entered when... Slay her! Kill her quickly! The people love her, and some may be close by. Oh, jeez, that came out of nowhere. Anyway, even though they have gone and left her alone. But there is one who has not gone. Crom flings aside a wineskin. And once again his keen blade leaps forth. Woman killers, I'm almost ashamed to waste Skull Biter's sharpness on your kind. I guess Skull Biter is the official name now. Whatever. How do you like fighting a man, eh? Try this, and this. Drink deep, Skull Biter. Drink your fill. His sword swings a mighty song, as Crom's mighty arm swings it to and fro. Men go down before it, screaming their fright. And well, you owe me big time now, Tannet. Crom, if it were not for you, those paid killers of Bacchus would have murdered me. The Bacchus? This Bacchus. Where can I find him? His dark eyes angry, Crom stalks like a hunting leopard along the stone halls of ancient Ophir. Let's see, the next turn to your left. I want to see the man who left you to die in the arms of Spra. In the silence of the night, Bacchus starts up suddenly. Fear, cold fear, comes with its chilling hand and catches at his heart. Tannet! I, Tannet, whom you left to die, and I am Crom from the Aesir. A crazed look appears in the king's eyes, and then quick as thought, the savage Bacchus springs at Crom, a deadly dagger in his hand. You die now, barbarian. You die. The mad Bacchus and Crom lock in fierce combat, a struggle to the death. I missed on purpose. Why don't you and me, At the edge of the palace balcony, hundreds of feet above the cobblestones, Crom lifts Bacchus high and hurls him downward. You'll take that as a note. Oh! Thus, Tannet came again. To Ophir, and with her Crom the barbarian, to take his stand at her side as king and ruler. He is dead. Well, yes. And we live. May we rule wisely and justly for the people of Ophir. The end. So I guess they lived happily ever after, So, hey, what a sweet story. How about that? Boy, how do you get your own Tannet, or Lala for that matter? Well, this advertisement says it's easy to win her when you know how. So here's all the tips you'll get from this lovely book. Read for yourself how to date a girl. How do you do that? How to interest her in you. How to win her love. How to express your love. How to make up with her, because it's inevitable that you're going to need to know that. How to have personality. How to make up one. How to look your best. Bathe. How not to offend. How to be well-mannered. How to overcome inferiority. Lie. how to hold her love, be intimidating, how to show her a good time, and more valuable pages. Women are funny. You never know whether you're making the right move or not. Avoid disappointment, heartbreak. Save yourself lots of tragedy. Don't be a faux pas. Read How to Get Along with Girls and discover for yourself the ABC and XYZ. We skipped through all that other unnecessary crap of a successful strategy. Put psychology to work. Yeah. No more clumsy mistakes for you. Get the real McCoy on how to deal with women. You mean how? On how to deal with women in this amazing handbook. Send no money, really? See, it's got all these pictures of women. Gee, how do I get all these broads? Well, he's going to find out. Free 5 days. Oh, that's the catch. Examination of this book is offered to you if you send the coupon today. We'll ship you your copy by return mail in plain wrapper. You don't want to be embarrassed by all this. If not delighted with results after reading book, return it in 5 days. So you've got, I don't know, a day to read it, and then you got to go and pick up a broad, and she's going to be all into you. And then you're like, okay, it works. So you don't have to send it back. You might want to refer to it later when you break up and all that part of it. So, however, if in 5 days you haven't gotten a girl, you send it back. Odds are all of these were sent back, Well, anyway, your money will be refunded. Strave-On Publishers, New York. So there you go. There's the coupon. Quick, make a copy of it. They won't know the difference. And send it in. Oh, but you got it. There's a 98 cents fee. So there's always something like that. And if you're in Canada or in a foreign country, other than the United States, you got to pay $125. Yeah. On top of the 98 cents. So look, free. Now only 98 cents. Well, So anyway, the mystery is solved. You need to get How to Get Along with Girls. And she's going to be all like that, just be into you at your beck and call. All that good stuff. Won't that be nice? Yeah. And, if she gets bitchy and stuff and breaks up with you, it's got tips on how to get her back, provided, you want her back after that. But up to you, So, oh, man. You just can't beat this deal. And here it was for you at the back of Strange Worlds. So there we go. That's it. We did Dead Man's Tale. Yeah. That was a really crappy ghost story and a bottle that gave you wishes, but you had to drink it. But when it was empty, you died. And yet the guy who had, anyway, it was crap. If you saw last show, you know what I mean. And then Kenton of Star Patrol. I think there's more adventures of him, so I might return to his stuff. And we'll see how that goes in a later episode of Mr. Nailsin's Sunday Comics, because this is all there is. Yeah. I don't know. I'll find something to read for next week's Sunday Comics. Okay. Total pain in the ass, hand on hip comic bossy. Yeah, probably. But, he was into her. They're married now, and they got to rule the kingdom and all that razzmatazz. Yeah. All right. Oops, I turned it off. But I need to go to, what the hell? Why isn't it there? Oh, not tab. I thought it was up. I guess it wasn't. I got to get to my photo show. There we go. So this is what I was doing. I had this already set up. This would be the first page of the upcoming Doodleverse comics. And so there's you know who being haunted by floating heads of Carl Hamburger from Who Are These Podcasts. And then I wanted to use this image as sort of like the introductory thing on the first page, like at the end there. The others were all pre-made comic strips I'd done and put them in my locals and stuff like that. So I came up with this thing where it's just poor sad Chad describing his life in some illustration of an event that may or may not have occurred. And says it basically encapsulates his existence, you know. And he's distraught and says, "Why me?" And then the phantom floating head of Patrick Melton from Nobody Likes Onions shows up and says, "Because you're dumb, nerd. You're dumb." So I thought about doing a full panel where he would go through a sequence of things. You know, something stupid happens, and he's like, "Why me?" And then Melton would pop up because you're dumb, nerd, and always like at the corner, like no matter where he goes. And it probably would be funnier that way, but it's really late, and I need to get this wrapped up and sent off to the printer. So this is how it will go. Didn't really do a good job on Melton here. Done better ones in other drawings, but the few that I started out with just were pretty awful. So this was the best it's an okay picture, but it's not a typical pose. It's kind of like when he's yelling at usually it's Chad or someone else being a dumb nerd. That's basically how I recall the expression, if you will. So, and then I drew his little onion logo. Probably got it wrong, you know. But anyway, it's a caricature of it all. You understand? So, see, I can have an excuse. So there we go. That's a little work on the Doodleverse comic book coming soon. So won't that be nice? Well, I would hope so. So there we are. Looks like Total Pain in the Ass is the only one who wanted to talk to me. Well, I appreciate that, Total Pain in the Ass, and hope you have a good Sunday for the rest of your day. This concludes my Mr. Nailsin show, and maybe I'll have a morning Monday show. I'm not certain, but more than likely we'll have one at night, I'm guessing. But geez, these days with hardly any sleep at all, I don't know what the deal is. I keep waking up and stuff. I don't know what that's about. And even though I forced myself to stay up, I sat in on Pat's show, Friday night. It's one of the rare moments I got to do the Friday night show. But I had to stay up. But I didn't get much sleep that day because of a doctor's appointment and all that. And so I sat there doing what I do, laughing at stuff Pat says. And after that, I had to kind of just wander around. And then I figured, damn, I am so tired. And went to bed. And would wake up hours earlier, try to go back to sleep. And you know how it's, miserable. So hopefully I'll get some sleep today, because I got to go back to work tonight. So anyway, that's me moaning and groaning about my problems that really aren't any of yours. But I wasted your time with that. Terry Nee gives me a thumbs up. Well, thank you, Terry Nee. I don't know if you're late coming in, but you'll have to check the show out. But don't worry, it's staying up. So anyway, there we go. And we'll do it again soon. Oh, Pello. Hey, all, what did I miss? LOL. Yeah, I've been sleeping more at night. Okay. Well, don't worry. You can back this up. And you missed Crom the Barbarian versus the Spider God of Akka, plus some monkey men, a king of questionable sexual persuasion, and two brides, but Crom's only interested in one of them. Yeah. But hey, I didn't spoil everything, so check it out at your leisure. But anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll do it again soon, provided I am able, and hopefully I get some amount of sleep. Jeez Louise, it does take its toll. Anyway, thanks again, and I'll see you again soon.